The Lagos State government has extended its work from home policy for its workers for the next 3 months. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu approved the extension in a circular that was signed by the state head of service, Mr. Bode Agoro, on Wednesday. According to reports on February 28, the governor directed that the workers would work remotely on some days. He directed that workers on grade levels 1 to 14 were allowed to work from home for 2 days a week, while those on grade levels 15 to 17 were allowed to work from home for 1 day a week. The decision was aimed at reducing the effect of the removal of fuel subsidy on the workers. Sanwo-Olu stated in Wednesday's circular that the policy made positive impact on workers' productivity in the various ministries, departments, and agencies of the state government. The extension took effect from September 4th. Yes, 4th. I was going to say 14. On 4th of September, this already started, and they're already measuring the successes of this particular work from home policy. It's one of its kind. How do you see this story?
Well, it's laudable and very commendable. The Lagos State government, in most instances, has been a very exemplary when it has to do with governance and leadership. And I'm not surprised for this kind of gesture again. You know, wisdom is very profitable. When we learn to leverage on the opportunities that we have and also kill the slavery mentality of workers, as in the employer or the government feeling that because you are being paid, even when there is economic, adjustments unexpectedly or unexpectedly, it is assumed to look at for measures to still ensure that workers are not pressured. Hence, you can add more money for them. So now fuel price has increased, inflation in every areas of our livelihoods, which also affects the workers. So the best thing to do, if you do not have more money, knowing to whether what you bargain with them at the point of employment and at the point of salary review has changed, and you do not have more money to add to them because of the new economic changes and inflation, the right thing is to say, okay, well, let's review the working policy and the system. And I think that's what His Excellency Sanwo-Olu has just done, the governor of Lagos State. So I think other states should borrow a leaf so that it will also reduce the pressure from workers in the agitation for further increment of salary or payment, until government, find her footings and see how they can also review their pay. So I think it's commendable, and I think the workers that have gotten this kind of kind gesture from the government of Lagos State should also see that opportunity that is given to them. Is it 3 days for level 1 to 14 or thereabout? That's a low level in civil service. 3 days or 2 days should not be used for sleeping, should not be used for idle operations, for gossip and whatsoever. It should be used for alternative economic ventures. You must be productive. Use these few days that government has exempted for you to be productive so that you can meet up other areas of economic demands. So I think it's something that is worth emulating and is worth commending. So other state government, I think they should follow this.
So you don't see any other side to it aside the positivity involved?
I think it's productive because they are not saying we are going to reduce your money. After all, we are in a computer technology era where you can work from home. So if we are actually encouraging technological operations in our activities, in our systems, So it's laudable. So like you said, you can work from home. So it's a government that is talking based on the system they have put in place.
Talking about systems being put in place, remember you said that other state governors should borrow from it. It means that systems have to be put in place first. Because when you talk about technology and the era that we are in, definitely you're looking at some advanced technology. You're looking at the equipment that will be used to work from home and all of that. So in some of these states, if they don't have that advancement in their civil service, that means working from home might not be possible.
You see, those who are at those levels, it's not everybody that have business to do with the computer.
But some do.
Some do. So, and minimally. So those whose work requires the computer, I think they can still work at home. So I doubt any state government that will not be using the computer gadget for most of their operations. So I think it's very, very in place in fact, most of the states. I don't want to say all the states, you know. So I think it is not a skyrocket thing. It's not something that is difficult, but it will only be a cheat to a very inhuman leaders at some state government levels. We have some leaders that are very wicked, that they are very, oppressive, and they are very obnoxious in their decisions, who feel that the workers must pay with their blood and with their lives because of the little salary that they are earning. But I think if you are a leader, a governor that has the people at heart, that is humane, that understand the economic reality, the way the governor of Lagos State has exhibited, there is no argument. There is no need to even think twice about it. So it is just for the betterment of the citizens.
All right, thank you so much for your analysis on that. Let's go to Kano State now.